Previously on Deadbeat Dungeons and Dragons. You notice that you all look a little different in this strange place.
My overall buckle is just so shiny.
Right on, I guess. The tree starts to, scream.
He's dying, he's dying.
You turn around and you see a satyr, like a fawn.
Well, I do appreciate it. I feel uncomfortable about you watching me sleep.
Pardon me?
The Prince of Parties is expecting us, and we had a timeline. We have to get there. So therefore, anything this guy says is not what it seems.
Probably just need to go to the whale. I feel like the whale is where we need to go right now.
Surely we go to the whale, though.
I know exactly where to go, and you can come with us if you like. We're going to the whale, and I just don't want to talk about it anymore. I'm sick of talking. I just want to be at the whale. Why does Silken Web get to go to the whale first?
We gotta retaliate, bro.
Okay, is everybody ready?
Yeah.
Are we coming through test? Monkey.
Hello.
Hi.
I have a dog in my pocket.
What?
I've got a dog in my pocket.
Dear
How?
Liza.
Where did you get that from?
I found it on the street and I put it in my pocket.
Are you all having
This
pets?
dog.
It's very small.
Okay, so
recap.
last session began, as many tend to do, with Bradicus unconscious and clinging to his 90-year-old life. As Andy and Webb struggle to feed him a health potion, frozen to the wall, Bradicus dreamed of his old university friend, Lobby. In the flashback, Bradicus was confronted by the fact that his friend was moving on to work for a mysterious benefactor and asked if he could put in a good word. Eventually, Webb was able to tip a potion into Bradicus's gaping maw, and he came to.
So gay.
In a moment of vulnerability, Bradicus exclaimed that he thinks he may have wasted his life. The ice stopped growing, and an opening to the Fae appeared. You made your way through the strange wintry void towards the party palace in the distance. A castle on the back of a white whale. The dragonfly servant of Estelar flew ahead to make sure someone was there to transport you up to the whale once you got there. You felt the whale pulling at you and were compelled to get there as quickly as possible.
Thankfully, Mr. Tumnus will guide us.
On the way, you encountered a forest of frozen trees and a satyr named Mr. Timaeus.
Smith.
He seems to share your desire to get to the whale and claims to be the person who could get you there through a ritual.
Good on him.
And that's what happened. He did exactly that.
Whoa!
Yeah.
We made it,
Wow,
guys.
we're here.
Scrumbus took us there.
Gosh, that was way
good
easier
old
than I thought.
Scrumbus.
Senor Scrumbus.
Silken Web, you are staring intently into this empty frame that Mr. Timaeus is holding in front of you, concentrating hard. And then all of a sudden, he thrusts a knife through the frame right at your face. Everybody roll initiative.
I can't believe our trusted friend would do this to us. Nothing was wrong about this guy.
Nothing at all.
I got a 13.
I got a 20.
I got a 11.
For initiative?
No, 10.
Oh shit, 24.
A 24.
What the heck?
Damn.
Well, I got a
okay.
net 20 and I got a plus
He tried to
40.
stab you, but I think you're going to be doing the stabbing this time around.
Thanks,
We'll see
guys.
who's saving who.
Yeah,
Yeah, stab him through the picture frame.
that seems appropriate.
It does seem appropriate.
I'll frame his heart.
So
What a gift.
Frame
Give this
his
gift to your mother.
let's kick things off. Okay, so top at the initiative is Silken Web, but you are surprised. Next is the Satyr, who is stabbing you.
my royal friend.
What's your armor class?
16.
Okay, so they do hit.
But with defense, I have a +1. So 17.
That
That's
includes it.
counted.
You move, but you're not quite fast enough, and you take 8 piercing damage as this blade. You move to the side, but it sort of cuts into your fur.
That's an amount of damage that would certainly put me down.
Braddock is just sweating as he imagines the blade going into him.
They have a single knife.
Yeah, so this doesn't look like some master work thing. It's basically like shiv material. It just thrusts.
My life flashes before my eyes.
Before your eyes, I just got stabbed.
Stand still. Let me stab you. I need to get to the
No.
whale.
Stop it, Timaeus.
That is
You were such a trustworthy fellow.
next up is a Dryad's turn.
What the heck? A dryad? Were those
They-
trees moving or something?
Must be my imagination.
One of the trees comes to life. This comes to life as this beautiful frozen tree woman,
That's not so bad.
Oh,
and
Women, Andy, quickly!
Use your charmers.
I knew that tree was moving.
they are going to prepare an action. I'll write it down. I'll circle the ability that they're going to use just for myself, since that is how preparing an action works. Next up is Andy, who is also surprised.
What's
Then
your best surprise?
Bradicus, who's also surprised.
Whoa, you look so surprised.
Thanks.
Holy shit.
Now do it in an audible way.
That's so audible.
Stunned to silence.
Stunned to silence.
Yeah.
Just like cover your eyes.
Gobsmacked.
Can I do another one?
Yeah, go on.
I'll try again.
Whoa. God, if only you could see this audience. If only you could see the looks of pure shock and awe
Bradicus-
on Torben's face. Not me. Surely not me. Surely not weak old Bradicus. Frail, spindly old Bradicus, who's
Surely
never
not.
a threat to anyone. You wouldn't hurt an old man. I'm literally just an old man.
Maybe if you stand still, they think you're a tree too.
Bradicus freezes instantly. So quickly ready to take that advice.
It's so
Reacts
subtle.
to sudden movements.
Where'd you go?
They whiffed. So Bradicus, you're like so shocked, like just. Yeah, you thought that maybe something was a little bit sus, but it's just so slow to act. And you see, out of nowhere, this little Tinkerbell-like fairy appears with a little bow and fires this tiny little needle, and it just goes clean past your neck, misses you.
That one could have been a real killer.
You never know.
Next to them, this beautiful fairy-looking creature also appears. Oh, damn it! It's nap time! And they're going to cast Sleep on you.
I have so many hit points, though.
And
I don't think
I
it's
did-
possible for them to whiff.
I also I pre-rolled it, but maybe it's more fun to roll it. So that
Surely.
you can see.
How many dice is it?
I think it's 5d8.
Oh, okay. So if you roll a
If I
1 on
roll
all
lots
of them,
ones, yeah.
I just make it.
Do you do a save at all, or are you just asleep?
How sleep works is that I roll 5d8, and that is how many hit points worth of creatures fall asleep. So
They could never get through my massive amounts of hit points.
Oh, jeez. Okay, so
Oh no.
I think one of those dice is enough.
is enough to take out Bradicus. Ooh, actually, oh god. Okay, you know what? Okay, so that's 24.
So that's me and
That's
Torben
30.
down.
So well, okay, so this was only going to be centered on Bradicus and Webb. Do you really only have 5? So you guys both just go out. That's so funny.
Instantly.
Okay, so this here's what happens. So you're staring into this frame, Silicon Web. All of a sudden, just a knife comes through the frame. You move out of the way. You feel yourself get cut across the side. Luckily, it's not fatal. You're able to move out of the way.
It's only a minor artery.
And then at the same time as that happens, a pixie, a sprite, and a dryad appear from the trees and from invisibility. One of them casts this spell. There's this blast of pixie dust. And Andy, you see both of your comrades just drop unconscious.
Fucking hell.
That triggers, so now that they have gone, that triggers the Dryad's action that they prepared.
Mm-hmm.
The action they prepared is Fey Charm.
This is gonna be a short
I was
comment.
gonna say, that's
When
very
so
short.
much,
TPK. TPK.
a total party sleep.
Yes, TPS.
Total
the Dryad,
sleep.
Kiss goodnight.
Kiss good night. A
Total party
so,
gag.
kiss good night.
it's so funny. It's immediately so bad. So, Fey Charm. The Dryad targets one humanoid or beast that she can see within 30 feet of her. The target can, if the target can see the Dryad, it must succeed on a DC 14 Wisdom saving throw or be magically charmed. So, Andy, could you roll a pretty clutch Wisdom saving throw?
I can try. I've got a good wisdom save, so.
She sidles up to you, blows you a kiss, and says, "Why don't you just chill out? We're all friends here. We just want to get to the whale. We all just want to be part of the party."
Sorry, but look at my hand. I'm taken. Roll the save. Oh, 19.
I was so ready for this to be an absolute disaster, which it still can be.
Just an absolute clap. Oh yes, we haven't even entered initiative yet.
Yay!
Yeah, I'm gonna do lots from down here.
You guys haven't even taken turns yet. So Andy, you you pull up your ring finger, and she looks perturbed.
Marriage.
Oh my god, marriage, disgusting. And you are able to rebuke her charms. And that's our action. So that is the surprise round over. That brings us
Thank God,
to
I can act now.
top. That brings us to the top of the order. This is still so bad.
Can I say something with just while I'm like here?
Yeah,
as well?
yeah.
I'm gonna go. Wait. Please, Wait.
The top of the initiative order is Silken Web. Silken Web.
So that does nothing.
Silken Web is unconscious. Silken Web is sleeping like a baby. And that is the satyr's turn. The satyr is going to hold the knife to Silken Web's throat and look to you, Andy, and go, "All right, we're all friends here. Why don't you just put down..." What do you use as your way? Use you don't have a staff or anything.
I've
You
got
have
like my arcane focus.
He's got his hands.
Yeah.
My hands.
Put your hands
spell
down.
hands.
Why don't you just put down that magic that you're preparing to cast, and we can just have a friendly conversation.
Yeah, Leo, we can talk about this, okay? We can talk. Look, you want to get to the whale, right? I think I know a way to get to the whale now.
Think you know a way to the whale?
I can help you. Yeah. Look, you don't have to do
way.
anything drastic. Okay. Like when I used to you dead, we'll help you get to the whale.
Roll a persuasion check.
Oh, and I also want to say, I don't know if I should do this, but
Cast Eldritch Blast.
Eldritch Blast.
So far, we haven't
Diplomacy,
heard
go!
them. Yeah.
I'm a warlock, and my patron is what's his name?
Prince.
Prince of Parties.
Estelar, the Prince of Parties.
Estevan.
Estevan.
My patron is Estevan. So, just we can all be friends here.
You see, roll your persuasion check. And
Wow, I got a 23.
23.
Yeah.
Big rolls.
Oh yeah.
Very
Okay,
persuasive.
23. Nice. With the 23, you see that his eyes light up. All right, well, how do you get up there?
Okay, hold on. I need to think in real time. Can I do that? Can I pause time and
What
think
the
as a
heck?
player?
This is a stressful, high stress situation.
Well, can I consult my the players of the characters?
I'll say that you can do a little bit of table talk, but consider that that your character is also stressed.
Oh, Jesus.
This is a situation that does kind of have to be made quickly. Also, these guys are unconscious, so you can't communicate with them.
Okay, let's look. Okay, so I didn't want to use these because he told me that I was only use them in extreme emergencies, and well, this is an emergency. But
Okay.
I have these, and I'm gonna show him my deck of party tricks.
Okay. Do you pass the deck to him?
I'm just gonna hold it up. I'm trying to kill time because I know how sleep works, and I want to take my time and explain it if I can. The way these work, let me tell you, they're amazing. Best teleporters you've ever seen. What you have to do is you think of the whale. Or well, you don't think of the whale, actually.
Say
That's
the
what you
exact
did.
same thing he said to you guys. Imagine the whale as you draw a card.
Look, my character has really high charisma, so just pretend that I'm being really convincing.
That's not how this
the
game
best
works.
way to roleplay. Just pretend this is better than it is.
So what you have to do is if you all draw a card at once, we can all draw a card, then we can all go to the whale together. I obviously would love to go to the whale with you as well, but I understand if you just want to take this and go, and I'd much rather just like survive and stay alive here. If you can find a little bit of mercy in your heart, Mr. Timness. Timmy? Can I call you Tim?
Roll a deception check.
Oh fuck. Come on, it's still good.
In the real time, it's probably not too difficult to kill a whole minute. 60 seconds.
What did you roll for your deception check?
14.
14. Okay. So he's got this knife to Silkenweb's throat. The pixie and the sprite have their bows pointed at Bradicus, and the dryad is standing close to you. He says, okay, here's what we're going to do. I'm going to trust you. We're going to draw cards from the deck. We're going to appear on the whale. And when we get there, you are going to do a very convincing job of telling Estelar that we are your trusted guests, okay? And if anything goes wrong, your friends are dead.
Yeah, I understand. Yeah, I'll do whatever you want as long as you just let my friends live.
All right.
She will draw some cards together. All right.
Sounds good.
All right. Well, he said they should take you straight to the whale, so let's go ahead and get into it.
Okay, so I'll say that
Pick a card.
Any card.
Yeah. You gotta say it right.
you guys are gonna wake up around now, but we're gonna cut over to your dream as
Hell yeah.
Alandy, as you're holding out the deck for everybody to draw from.
I'm going to fan them out and say it all has to be done at once. It's very important.
At the same time.
I hope this goes well. Jesus Christ.
Okay. So we cut back to the same flashback that you were having last time. You're having this conversation with Lobster, your friend who was graduating and leaving the university.
Sounds kind of lame.
I mean, sure. If that's how you want to see it, then that's fine. But look, Bradicus, he kind of looks off into like the corner of the room as if he's trying to like pick his words. He's trying to think of what to say. He says, Bradicus, what are your plans?
Well, like, I gotta like finish university, I guess, and then probably go and be like a famous wizard somewhere at some point. It should be easy, bro. Like, honestly, when I put my mind to it, like, I reckon I could get this shit sorted in like a year, eh?
Do you know what, Bradicus? I believe you. I really do. You're a brilliant wizard, Bradicus.
Yeah.
You really are. But
I picked my nose.
Working on your ropes.
Yeah, kind of like dust on my robe, and I go, oh.
But Bradicus, how long have you been here now?
Like probably like only like 30 years, maybe 40. Well, like, you know, all my mates are like what 120, 130. It's nothing, eh?
Bradicus, you are brilliant, and I think that can be shown easily by the fact that, I mean, you're one of very few humans admitted here. Most of the people here are elves. And
my parents are really rich.
well, there's that too. but look, I don't know what to, Bradicus, I've seen glimmers in you. When you say that you could be a famous wizard, I really believe it. I think that you could be an archwizard or the Grand Master. I don't think that's an insane thing to say. I've seen you pull out some seriously crazy magic in a bind, stuff that you haven't even studied for. It's just, I feel like you have so much potential that maybe with just the smallest amount of effort and drive, you could do something incredible. But Bradicus, I worry. I worry that in 40, 50 years, you're still going to be here and you'll decide that you want to go off and do something, but it'll be too late because, well, you're only human.
That could never happen.
Eyes open. There is an arrow jammed into your neck. You're lying on this cold, hard snow in this void. And you see Elandi sweating. You see Silken Web, battered, bruised, cut, a knife to her throat. And Elandi, you fan out these cards.
Mm-hmm.
You have to draw one as well,
Yep.
because that's kind of the deal. He wants you to escort them.
Mm-hmm.
Now, does somebody want to roll a luck roll for me?
Make
this
it
is
a
just
2,
a-
Bradicus.
This is just
Come on, Bradicus.
this is just a flat check.
I reckon Silken Web has a shot at it.
And you are looking for
High number.
a high number, yes. I'll say you're looking for a 12
Right.
or higher.
18.
18.
Oh.
Nice.
That's luck.
Beautiful.
Love
That is good.
That is luck.
Okay.
Love to see it.
Since you've been interacting with these guys and the facade has kind of dropped, you can see that there is kind of a bit of a desperation. There's this kind of frenzy, like there's this desperation to get to the whale. You guys know since you've been here, even you've felt a similar kind of pull to this whale, this like desperation. Everybody draws a card.
We all gotta get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Actually, I've got a great plan.
The deck of party tricks. Each card in the deck is illustrated to a high level of artistry in gray charcoal. Details are highlighted in a holographic gold or silver foil. A creature may use an action to draw a card from the deck. Roll 2d12. The DM will consult a table to tell you the effect. Once the effect has been resolved, the card disappears in charcoal flame. If you roll doubles, 3 cards are drawn from the deck. A creature must draw from the deck willingly and have an understanding that drawing from the deck has magical effects.
Oh, sick. Yeah, so they do have an
Yeah,
understanding.
they
that
do.
it's
They just don't know
magical
what the magical effect is.
effect. They've been party tricked.
If a creature does not meet these prerequisites, the drawn card will have no effect. Yeah, I'll say that's getting by on a
Because they're
technicality.
expecting it to have a magical effect.
Yeah.
Yeah,
they
they are.
know and expect it to do magical shenanigans.
They know
Oh, yeah.
that Alendi got them from Estella.
That's
so,
also just
yeah.
straight up truthful.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. There are 4 of them, plus you, Alendi, will do you last.
All right.
Do the people that are threatening us have to like look away or like move slightly so that they're not looking at me and Silken Web in order to draw these cards? Like, has Alandi positioned himself between, like, so that they're between us and him?
The wording of it is that it requires an action, so it does create a moment.
A moment, yeah, cool.
Yeah. So, first one is the satyr, Mr. Timaeus. He gets a 5.
That's a bad number.
Okay, next is the dryad.
Before.
Oh my god.
I was so excited. Oh, what's gonna happen?
Next is the pixie. That's a 1 for the pixie.
That's bad.
Gotta be bad, right?
Instant death.
Instant death.
Exploding.
Your soul is irrecoverable.
Yeah.
Ooh.
One more.
I'm so
Final one
excited.
is the sprite.
Also one.
7 Up.
Oh, they're all
Like.
different. They're all unique.
That's
Nice.
so good.
7 Up. Love that.
7 Up.
Yum, yum.
Sponsoring this podcast.
Ooh.
Okay, so
I know roll now.
yeah, and now Alendi, the one that
Okay, so I roll 2d12.
2d12. Yeah.
Okay, I got a 2 and an 8. 2
2
ugly
and an
unicorns.
8. Okay.
Which one's funnier?
Oh shit!
Oh my gosh, the suspense.
I remember when I put this one and I almost didn't.
That's the best kind of one to draw.
Okay, so these are all,
This
these are
happens
all
simultaneously.
so
Yeah.
extremely tense situation. Bradicus on the ground, arrow to his throat, silken web on the ground, knife to her throat. Bradicus sweating, fanning out the cards, very tense, very tentative. This desperate gang of fey creatures reach out to take cards. This pixie flies up, takes a card. The same time, this tiny little sprite, it looks like Tinkerbell, flies up, uses both hands to pull up a card. Timaeus, the satyr, reaches out a hairy hand, takes a card. This tree, this frosty tree with these elegant hands, reaches out, takes a card with these pointed, sharp nails. And Andy, you draw a card as well. Suddenly, shit goes absolutely crazy. First of all, Timaeus, as he pulls a card, his clothes catch fire in a shower of sparks.
Hell yeah.
He is forced to remove them, and taking 1d6 fire damage each round until they are moved. So basically, you see all his fur. He put on his clothes that he needed to go and get to put on. His party clothes. They just burst into these like emerald charcoal flames, and all of his eyes go wide, and he starts to scream in pain as his fur starts to like catch alight.
Oh no!
That's grim.
That's exactly what we want.
Yeah.
Drops the knife, goes to drop and roll, but the flames keep burning despite the snow.
He didn't stop. He just dropped and rolled. And he will be consumed by the fire for this.
The Dryad pulls out a card with this purple and charcoal heart on it. The lover, they become insanely attractive to all creatures for 1 hour.
More hot than they were before.
Attractive. As you look, there's
They've
this
got such a sharp jawline now.
so sharp.
So sharp.
There's this flickering light around them, and as you look, this Dryad is no longer a tree person at all. They look exactly like whatever the most attractive thing to you is. So maybe Andy, they look like your wife, perhaps.
Yeah.
I'm just imagining the most like insanely like, you know those filters on Snapchat
Yeah.
and Instagram?
Yeah.
They're like hot filters, but they
Yeah.
just like add insane amounts of like definition
gloss.
to
Yeah.
jawbones and like
yeah.
cheekbones.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
imagining it's just that. It's like
Just a
it's
highlighter.
like yeah, it's like the
They're like
Glamour?
a Giga Chad now.
yeah, that's the one.
The sprite reaches out both hands and pulls out a card. They draw the curtain. Suddenly, there's this wave of ice that ripples around them, and there's this puff of ash as the card disappears, and the sprite clothes, which were this sort of green Tinkerbell, suddenly become tartan. They're wearing a tartan outfit, all tartan.
The clothes change color to tartan.
They just look confused. And the pixie,
Get fucked.
the pixie who rolled a 1, they. Oh, wow, this is so interesting. The pixie is this pretty short, fey-looking woman with pointy ears. They have this cold blue skin. They have these big frosty butterfly wings, and they have these freckles that are like a dark blue, and they have a little gap in their teeth, and like sort of frizzy curly hair.
From all the rugby.
You see, you guys are standing on ice, right? Mm-hmm. You can kind of see all of your reflections underneath.
Right.
You see the reflection of this pixie comes up and breaks the surface of the ice and starts to float there. This is the foil mirror card. A creature resembling you and with access to your memories steps out of the nearest mirror or reflective surface. Its alignment is reversed to yours, and it believes you are an imposter. Now, that's pretty hectic.
That's good for us.
That's good for
Does
us.
that mean they're good now?
Well, that's the thing. I have
like,
to
I
check.
don't want to go to
the
the
fairy
well.
was fucked.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. They would be good. Yeah, that's.
But either
So
way, this
interesting.
pixie's going to be attacked by this mirror.
Yeah, it's
so-
still hostile.
There's so much to resolve here. The pixie is, I'll say the pixie is surprised to see themselves come out of the ice, and immediately the pixie is like, "Who are you, imposter?" And goes to attack them.
Loser.
So they are going to get a quick surprise attack off on them their
Mirror
selves,
image.
their mirror image, which
we
is
might have just made an ally.
An evil pixie.
The enemy of my enemy is my friend.
Exactly.
Pixie is going to cast sleep on the pixie.
Which one?
It's itself, and the pixie that's on your side is going to attack the pixie.
Yes.
Yeah.
Go, go,
Pixie
go, go, go.
ally.
Nothing happens.
Loser.
It says, your magic is fake. You're an imposter. That's why it didn't work. Fractions of a second, all of this is happening. The final thing to resolve before we get back in the initiative is Andy. And this is a very, very interesting one. Andy,
Oh no.
you draw from the deck a card that depicts an image of Estelar, tasteful boudoir of Estelar, with these large, magnificent butterfly wings.
That's so tasteful.
I would like for you to roll a d4 and re-roll a 1. If you get a 1, just re-roll it.
It's a wish.
I got a 3.
Holy shit.
Is it the good one? The bad one? Oh no.
Okay.
Oh.
I can't take the suspense.
So,
The demon is smiling.
Bradicus and Silken Web, you on the ground.
Cutaway to us.
There is. You guys wake up to complete and utter chaos. All of a sudden, the satyr is on fire, screaming, trying to rip their clothes off. The satyr just looks so hot. It's just blue stealing you. It's very confusing. There are 2 pixies now. One that's this blue frosty color. The other, which is a like this sort of pink magenta color. They're fighting each other. They're in this battle.
And then
You
there's someone wearing tats.
look through. Yeah.
Don't forget the tartan fairy.
You guys look through all of this chaos to Andy. You see him holding up this card. Suddenly there is this flash of light. The card breaks apart into these smaller segments which turn into these large butterfly wings that wrap themselves all the way around Andy in this sort of charcoal and purple cocoon.
Whoa.
There's these cracks of light that break through it, and then all of a sudden you see a version of Andy standing there. This one hotter than ever before, with beautiful angelic wings.
More
And-
data of a bod.
Glowing
got something for
glowing
this.
eyes.
Yeah.
This
He
card
was daddy before, but now he's daddy.
Looking wide-eyed. It's so tasteful.
This card is the transformation. This card depicts Estelar with these large butterfly wings. Roll a d4 and consult the table below. The character's original race is changed, and what you rolled was an Azamar. So you are now an angel version of yourself.
What?
Angel Andy.
Forever?
Potentially.
Oh my god.
L Andy.
As far as you know, you are now an angel, man.
Oh my god.
Right?
2 luminous spectral wings sprout from your back temporarily. You have a flying speed equal to your walking speed, and once on each of your turns, you can deal extra radiant damage to one target when you deal damage to it with an attack or spell. Yeah, you are basically a flying angel. Everybody looks like so surprised and confused. And there's this big kind of explosion of radiant light. We'll jump back into the initiative order. Jesus, absolute Christ. We'll just start from, so say that was...
Holy cat god, Andy. Look at you.
It's beautiful.
I'm a beautiful man. I'm
Always were.
a beautiful, handsome, hot man. Look at me. Oh, so beautiful.
Silken Web, it's your turn.
Okay,
You wake
okay,
up.
sweet.
There's like people around you. You're still definitely in danger. What do you do?
Okay.
Bradicus is still also they're tiny. They're a sprite, but they still have their tiny little bow to Bradicus's neck.
Okay.
Tiny bow.
I want to whip that little creature.
Okay,
Yeah.
sure, go
Yeah.
for it.
I
him up.
whipped that creature.
12.
Okay, so unfortunately, this sprite is unbelievably fast. It's just like zipping around. That unfortunately misses.
Okay.
So you got a crack.
Unbelievable.
Do you want to use anything with bonus action? You could action surge and you could attack again, or you could. That's probably a good time to do that.
I would be action surging. Go
Yeah,
for another
okay,
attack
cool.
on someone.
go all out. I reckon.
Right, I use
wow.
action surge, and I'm going with the whip again. 26.
Natural 20.
Nat,
Nat 20, yeah.
Oh, nat 20?
Holy
Nat
shit,
20, yeah.
There we go.
Nat 20. Yeah. Let's. Sick.
Yeah.
I'll tell you something right now. The sprite only has 2 hit points. So
It's fucking dead.
you describe how brutally you pulverize them.
I should. I draw back my whip and unfurl it, leashing it forward at this sprite. It slaps them out of the air. They're stunned, falling back into a tree.
Nice. So yeah, this sprite, with this bow to Bradicus's like jugular, they basically they have this they have like a needle basically, and their plan was to just drive it into Bradicus's jugular and just try to rip a gash.
Not my juggy.
They go,
Chuck it.
I'll kill him! I'll fucking kill him! This whip, they turn around. This whip, they see it hit supersonic speed, literally, as it cracks,
Oh my
splitting
God.
them in half and firing them into a tree, and the 2 halves just fall to the ground. The Dryad goes, oh my gosh, Tinky, no! Do you want a second wind? You've got a bonus action you could use.
Sure.
Yeah.
That'd be a 9.
9 health. Get
Nice.
that bad boy back.
Cool.
That's huge.
That's your turn. That next up is the satyr. The satyr is screaming. You see, they use their turn to rip their clothes off, and as soon as they do, the clothes just disintegrate into ash, and they're covered in burns. I'll say they take a d6 of damage. Ooh.
As a furry
Loser.
person, I empathize so deeply.
Okay, that is
Dick, you stab me.
the satyr's turn. The dryad's turn. The dryad is going to use. They're going to give blue steel to Bradicus.
No.
So Bradicus, could you make a wisdom saving throw?
My wisdom's great.
That's so hot.
It's really high.
You could fail it instantly with a T.
Yeah. I got a -1. That's going to be 16.
16.
That's so good.
Yeah, you see through their. You see through their
You can't
charms.
trick me with your sexy looks.
What do they look like to Bradicus?
Oh,
Yeah.
it is just Zoolander doing blue steel.
I just look like Zoolander.
but with the like super hot Snapchat filter,
Yeah.
got over it. But it doesn't quite line up. So as they
Yeah.
kind of move, it like kind of
Oh,
keeps
yeah. It's like blurring at the sides.
Yeah,
Yeah.
resorting itself. Looks kind of weird. Oh my god.
Can't get through my charms. can't
I'm breaking.
can't get
don't
through
know
my
whether-
charms.
I don't know whether. Maybe.
Want to go out?
Yes, desperately I do.
That is that's their whole turn. Wow, tide has really turned in your guys' favor very
Yeah,
quickly.
yeah.
Andy, that's your turn.
I think I'll go for a Phantasmal Force.
That's a nice one. I like Phantasmal Force.
It's an intelligence saving throw. Oh, sick. Okay. Yeah, so I'm going to cause an illusion in the mind of a creature I can see within range, Mr. Timnus.
Fuck that guy.
And he's going to
Timaeus?
see himself on fire.
I'm going to use this. I'm going to use this opportunity to portent this one, so he rolls a 2 on that.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, high five.
Very cool.
He recovers. He's like, phew, thank God that's over.
Okay. So, jeez. Okay. So, he's like, oh, phew. I'm okay. You little fucker. And he just eyes go wide as he sees this horrifying visage of himself smoldering in this fire. His skull exposed, eye red.
No, he is the one on fire, I think. I think
Yeah.
the illusion is the flames that are on him.
Yeah.
He's
Making
he's still
him
on
once
fire.
again on fire.
Okay. Well, he sees that reflection in the ice of himself on fire. his skin bubbling and cracking as it sloughs from his bone.
Oh, beautiful.
That
does
is
damage,
how
I
much
think.
damage, yeah.
Yeah.
So 1d6 psychic damage to this man.
Yeah.
Well, he takes 1 psychic damage.
Yeah, really? Yeah.
That's not
Coming in with the weak rolls now.
I maybe should have done something scarier.
He goes,
That's alright.
He goes, this is like stressing me out. this is really stressing me out. Stressing me out to be on. I think I'm on fire. I mean, it hurts a little. Okay.
I thought that would do more damage.
Bradicus, your turn. What would you like to do?
Ooh. Are we thinking just trying to do damage and kill some of these guys? Or are we in it for the long haul?
I'm not sure. I mean, I'm quite low on health.
Yeah, probably fast is better, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright. It's time for magic missile. And I'm gonna magic missile the fuckers.
Nice.
I think I'm gonna try and put an end to the satyr.
Okay.
I think I'm
Take
gonna
out the leader.
slam them all into Mr. Tumnus or whatever the fuck he's called.
Yeah, you see this
that guy.
this screaming satyr. Looks like he's just screaming at nothing, or looks like he's stressed at nothing.
Stress
biting his
screaming at
nails.
nothing.
Do you get up, or are you still kind of like prone?
No, I'm just gonna lie on the ground.
Just gonna lie down.
yeah.
Nice,
Lovely
kind of
work.
sick.
Go, 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 go.
7 damage.
Okay. Yeah, these darts of force punch into him. You see they knock him back a little. And he does just seem disoriented by just how much chaos has broken out.
Chaos! Wizardry! I've got no more spells left.
That is the sprite, which is dead. It's the pixie.
Fuck that guy.
The bad pixie is going to try to cast polymorph on the good pixie.
What?
Ooh.
Going to roll a wisdom save for the good pixie.
Come on, baby.
It's easy because I only have to look at one stat block.
Just apply it to yourself.
You guys see as the good pixie tries to fire this sleep dust at the bad pixie. Then the bad pixie rolls out of the way and fires a blast from their wand. It's some real Harry Potter shit. And they
Wizard jewel.
are transfigured into a sparrow.
Pink
Oh,
sparrow.
fuck.
Magenta.
Okay.
But they did use up a whole turn. So Pixie's turn is over. That's back up to Silkenweb.
I cast Burning Hands
Ooh,
on Blue
okay.
Pixie.
On the Pixie?
On Blue Pixie, yeah.
Blue Pixie. Okay. Burning Hands. So it's like an area.
Cone.
It's a cone.
Oh, okay. Do I want something more
It is a
targeted?
bit of a clusterfuck. I think you could.
You should burn Mr. Timmy. Set him on fire.
you're just gonna
cast
burn-
Burning Hands on the
Burn Satyr,
satyr.
man.
Now the satyr has magic resistance, which means that he has advantage on saving throws against spells. So he gets to roll twice and pick the highest. He is getting so burnt. He fails.
Oh, yeah.
What's your DC? He got a 10, so as long as it's higher than
You
a
have
10.
a spell save DC on your spell sheet.
11.
Yeah, nice. So
fuck yeah.
he sees this like flamethrower of fire about to come from your hand, and he goes to dive out of the way, but he is too slow. He's distracted by all the different ways he's being caught on fire.
He's getting burned from every psychologically, physically.
Yeah, magically. So
I call him an idiot, so like literally, I guess.
Yeah.
how much damage does he take?
10.
10.
Ooh, big damage.
Oh, there is this cone of fire that creates this cloud of steam as it evaporates the ice. And in its wake, there is this burnt but still standing
Jesus
husk of a
Christ,
satyr.
this guy takes hits.
He looks like he. Well, I mean, yeah.
He's a barbecue.
He looks like he is extremely hurt. But he is still standing. He's got like all of his hair has been burnt off.
Oh.
Like his legs, like you can see the skin underneath.
Terminator style.
Yeah, his eye is like completely red. One of his eyes, just as like one of the
he's
blood
Robot
vessels
Chicken.
has popped. He looks extremely hurt, but he grits his teeth. He's still alive.
And he's still on fire.
And he's still on fire.
Let's
Let us
not-
not forget.
Oh,
it's just in his
no.
mind.
That is actually his turn. He's gonna run at Silken Web. If I'm going down, I'm going to bloody well try and take you with me. And he's going to ram you with his horns.
Ooh.
He misses. You see, he
For
like
us.
he like tries to ram at you. He looks hurt. He's bleeding. He's on
still
fire.
in the fire zone.
Yeah, and he is still in the fire zone. Yeah. That is the Dryad's turn. The Dryad looks pretty stressed. This did not go the way that they had hoped. They thought this was going to be very, very quick, and it almost was. The charms don't seem to be working. So
Despite being illogically hot.
they are just going to try it and club Elandi to death.
That might work.
My blue steel's not working. Well,
Time for the old branch trick.
it's going to beat you across the back of the head. They miss. They try to swing this branch at you, LND, and you're able to move out of the way.
I just like lean out of the way, and the wind of it passing by ruffles my hair.
So sexy.
And
I've got like
tasteful.
I've got like the broccoli top.
that is that's the Dryad's turn. Over, Andy. That is your turn.
Phantasmal
What would you like
force.
to do?
Don't forget.
Yeah, I'd like to phantasmal force him.
Nice. How much damage does he take?
1d6. Come on.
Better than a 1, surely.
Oh, I got a 6 this time.
Oh, hell
Yeah.
yeah. Please say he's consumed by the illogical flames.
So he starts to scream in pain. His eyes roll into the back of his head. He drops to his knees, shaking, but he is still barely conscious.
What the fuck? This guy's
This guy.
so tough.
Just go to the whale already.
Yeah.
But you still got a whole turn.
Such a tank.
Okay. So whereabouts am I? I guess I'm in the middle of everyone, eh? But
You're in the
Has the
way.
Dryad kind of moved position-ish, or are they still just on the other side of you relative to me?
yeah. I'm
Still
thinking
on the
about
side.
a possible arms of Hadar. Can I blast the pixie and also the dryad with the arms of Hadar?
Yeah, I'll say you can get the pixie and the Dryad without getting your allies.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
Love
Would I
that.
also hit the little sparrow guy as well? Probably.
Probably.
Yes, you would hit your ally.
Okay. They
Yeah.
each make a strength saving throw, and then I deal 3d6 necrotic. This is like the best going combat we've ever had.
Yeah.
Like we started
I was
with,
so dead.
I think we
So
have
nearly
taken
dead.
like one hit this whole time.
Yeah, the sleep kind of got us, but after
Yeah.
that, we've done pretty good.
Roll your damage.
Big damage.
Oh, 8 necrotic, so
8 necrotic.
could have been better. And they
Eight,
can't
That's
take
pretty grim.
and they can't take reactions as well.
8 damage is certainly enough to kill a sparrow. So you see, so there's these big hairy arms.
Yeah.
Your
Dad arms.
Harry.
your,
Dad arms.
your dad arms.
Hulk dead, angel arms.
They burst out of the ground, slam down. They just the sparrow, just you see its neck just snapped, but then it transfigures back into a pixie, looking kind of confused but annoyed. And the Dryad and the other pixie are sort of blasted back, but they are
Still alive.
still good.
Right.
So good.
And I'm gonna run away.
And then I flee.
I'm gonna crouch down like Superman, look into the sky, and I'm gonna flap my powerful wings and leap into the sky.
Nice.
And you lift off
Gonna
one
leap
foot.
into the sky.
Yeah.
You leap into the sky. That
Saw.
Yeah, nice. So yeah, you use your bonus action to spread your big, beautiful wings and fly up into the sky.
Is it the plane?
Roll a perception check for me with advantage.
14.
As you're up in the sky, you see the shadow of something approaching.
Whale.
From the whale.
One of the Jaws music right there.
Bradicus, that is your turn. What would you like to do?
Do you relay that information regarding the shadow approaching?
I'm gonna point at it and then look down at you guys, just like sweep my arm in a big arc and say, "A shadow approaches on the horizon. Be warned, mortals."
With that, I would very much like to cast Minor Illusion.
Oh?
And I would like to cast a Minor Illusion emerging from near El Andy, a vague shadowy form arriving off in the distance. I want to do kind of like a perspective trick.
Okay.
Because Minor Illusion is quite a small area.
Yeah.
So I want to make it seem like it's really far away, but getting closer.
Okay, that's pretty tough. Give me for a cantrip. Give me a.
Well, I would love to cast the spell.
Oh. Yeah. Give me an Arcana check. I'll say.
Arcana.
Yeah.
What if I start going, "Oh, he comes," and make it very performative?
Yeah. Well,
An aid to a performance as opposed to the direct part of this.
yeah. Okay.
So think of it more as like I'm trying to enhance a terrifying performance.
Yeah. I'll tell you what. So roll the Arcana check. If you get,
All right.
if you do well, then I'll give you advantage on the performance check.
Do I still get to make the performance check if I do poorly?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. It won't affect it.
Did you do poorly?
Because the thing is, it doesn't rely solely on the, there is something real as well.
Yeah. There's something coming.
Okay, so you create this illusion, and you're kind of aiding, you're creating this like kind of shadow, but there's a lot going on. It's kind of hard for anybody to really see it or really like interpret, like the depth of field that you're sort of creating this illusion on the fly.
Try like move slightly to the left,
Yeah.
and it doesn't like match. It goes in front of El Andy, so it doesn't look like it's really far behind him anymore.
But what do you do for your performance?
I like cry out, "He comes to judge us!"
Roll a performance check.
I would love to try. Ooh, it doesn't look good. Yeah, no, it's pretty shit. It's an 11.
Okay. Okay, so
And I am gonna run.
are you gonna
That
book
bit's
it?
real. Yeah.
Yep. Okay. Which direction are you running? You running towards the cottage
I
or
assumed that,
down the stairs?
I
sort of?
assume that like these guys don't clock the scary performance that I tried to put on.
Not really. People aren't really paying attention to
All
you.
right, I go fuck it, and I'm just gonna run towards, just like down the track, away
Okay.
from the cottage. Fuck this.
You're like, fuck this. You start booking it. You run across this ice through these trees,
Slip and stumble a little bit as I go.
and you see this movement above you. You look up, you see a flash of red and emerald in the sky above you.
Ooh.
And what seems like some kind of like chariot or something. And then you all hear a voice call out, "So sorry I'm late, but your ride has arrived. Oh my god." So the satyr is crawling along the ground, basically burned to death. The sprite is split in half, smashed against a tree. The dryad is trying to club El Andy. And there are these two pixies battling it out. Okay, let's roll a bunch of dice. There is
many.
this eruption of ice that just bursts out of the ground around you guys.
Whoa!
You shield your faces as frost is kicked up, and there's this giant cone of ice. When it settles, you see that the pixie and the satyr are both frozen solid, and there's this trail of ice leading up into the sky. Bradicus, you trace your eyes along it, and you see an elven man with beautiful red hair and an emerald robe. You see your friend Lobster. And that is where we will end the session.
Whoa.
It's our boy.
It's Lobster.
He's got a cool new job with the Princey parties.
That's the job he had.
Yeah.
Oh,
offer.
my, oh, my, oh, my.
Wow.
That's what
He should
the...
have said that. I think Bradicus would have respected him more
Yeah.
for leaving university. He had a
Yeah.
cool job lined up with the literal god of parties.
Well, I think the way that sort of he was playing it is that he didn't want you to be jealous.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he would have been too.
But
Hopefully that good word made its way to old
Yeah, well,
big boy
comes full
himself.
circle.
we'll have to see. We'll have to see next session. But yeah, the quick peek behind the screen. That's what the when you rolled that luck check and you rolled an 18. That was like to see how much time, like how fast he would show up.
Could probably not have handled many more.
And,
rounds
well,
of combat.
it was like basically one round. But I mean, the thing is, like, I had that. I mean, that in my brain, like that was kind of eventually. He would eventually show up, kind of regardless,
Your
because
boy
he's
would be here.
there to kind of pick you guys up and take you there. But you guys were doing so well. Like, I kind of didn't want the like Deus Ex Machina of sorts, because you guys, I think you guys had it.
I
don't know.
Well,
Well, sorry.
Largely.
I say that the fight isn't over yet.
There's still that dryad. She's
Yeah.
probably going to try and look real hot at one of us.
almost
yeah,
certainly.
yeah.
Watch
Yeah.
out
I
for
have a
that.
feeling I might be misremembering, but I think the Triads can only do that to like a person once.
It's
Like
it's
if they succeed, they can't be charmed again.
it's super strong in a specific way. Basically, it was gonna. I guess I probably shouldn't get into it too much, but it's kind of it's mostly been resolved. Their plan was basically put you guys to sleep as fast as possible, except for El Andy, and then charm El Andy, and then basically they would take your guys' place, and that's how they would get to the whale. Because the charm doesn't go away unless you are unless you attack like their ally, and they wouldn't need to because you guys would be asleep.
For a minute.
That would have been
Yeah.
very funny. Yeah.
So, cool. Thank you very much for listening, everybody. Please review the podcast. It helps a lot. Follow us on the socials. We're
Tell me
posting.
I'm doing a good job. I need it.
Tell Tom.
But yeah, thanks. It was a good app. And yes, shall we say goodnight to all the dads out
We
there?
gotta say
Yeah.
goodnight to the dads.
Good night,
night,
dads. Mwah.
Mwah. A kiss just for your dad.
That was a Bass Jump Comedy original. It's cooked.